Okay. So $890 a week, if you extrapolate, is roughly 3600 $3600 a month. Uh Not terrible, right? Now if I'm making $3500 a month, roughly, wait, did I do the math right? Yeah, $3500 a month, and I anticipate I'm gonna do that for 6 months. That's a little more than $20,000 that I'm going to make during those 6 months, right? Six times 3,500 gives me 18,000 plus 3,000, which is $21,000. So I'm anticipating that in this little business I created with American Airlines, I'm going to make about $21,000. My cost of my puts is going to cost me 9,420. So that's money that I don't expect to get back. The only way I'll get a payment from my insurance company is if the building burns down. I don't want the building to burn down. I want to be positioned as in a modestly bullish scenario. That's very important to understand. If you're set up in a position where you're gonna make money if your stock collapses, that is not a good position. You don't want to ever have so much insurance on your life that you hope that you're going to die. Or you never want to have so much insurance on your house that you're just hoping that you're calling an arsonist to burn it down for you. That's not a good position to be in, right? Do you understand? Insurance companies don't even structure contracts where you have an incentive for somebody to steal your car. If you're gonna, so what they do is they monitor whether you're gonna be better off if the event happens or not, and they need you to be worse off if the event happens because they need the what they call incentive alignment. They need your incentive to align with their incentive. They don't want your car to get stolen. They don't want your house to burn down. So they don't want you wanting your house to burn down. That's why you have those cities where the owners of the buildings would burn the building down because they realized they would get more money if they just burned it down as opposed to actually taking care of it. So that's bad. That's bad incentive alignment. So you want to maintain incentive alignment with the kind of investor you want to be. Now, you could make it a bearish position though. If you're a bear, it's hard to be a bear. It's hard to be a bear because if you're a bear, you have to do what they call market timing. Market timing is hard as hell. It's hard to do. Even I can't do it. Most people can't do it. If you do it and it works, that means you got lucky. Market timing, there's a saying that goes that timing the market is not as important as time in the market. Timing the market is not as important as time in the market. So that means that if you are just a long-term investor, being consistent, doing things like the $5 a day plan, just be patient. You're gonna get rich. If you're taking all your extra money every time you want to go on a shopping spree and you just say, "Oh, let me also go shopping in the stock market too," just like I went to the mall. If you consistently do that, then you'll be rich. Your life is really, in my view, a product of your habits. Like when we get overweight, it's not because we ate one big meal. It's because we consistently eat food that makes us fat, right? So or if you're a medical doctor, it's not because you took one class or you studied for 5 straight hours. No, you've been studying consistently for many years. So same thing is true with your wealth. If you're consistently investing and consistently engage in the market in a positive and constructive way, then your wealth will naturally grow. Okay. So, long story short, is this a position I would take? I'm not going to take it just because my capital is allocated, but I wouldn't be mad at you. I don't think this would be a terrible business. I think this would be very straightforward. Now, let me add an enhancer onto this in case you're sitting on some extra capital. You have to have more capital, a bigger capital base to do this. But let's say that you want to make more than $890 a month. Well, here's another thing you could do. You could actually sell a put as well if you wanted to.